Good evening, ladies and gents. Tonight we're going to be fighting the Ottomans. We last left off, the war with Tunis has ended. We captured Algiers. And now we have started a casus belli war against the Ottomans with the intent of capturing the peninsula around Constantinople and all these kind of coastal regions, and to finally get these lands back here again. So if I switch to war mode, it becomes clearer. So I want to capture all these islands and all these other parts here that are going to be left unattended for a while. Let me have a quick look here. So currently we're just like raising on the levies, getting all that good stuff started. And we have our professional armies here. They're just kind of recovering now since we haven't been spending anything on the maintenance between the wars. So they should be in good fighting form before too long. Let's see here. We'll try this again. I'm having a slight Twitch hiccup here, which I'm trying to solve quickly if I can. Hopefully this will do it. Fingers crossed. My settings, graphics, window. That's probably what it is. There you go, much better. Okay. I do wonder if this will affect like the requirements to running it. By processing power, etc. We'll find out. Anyways, so back to it, right? Guess we just unpause. Yeah, so we have our fleet here as well. I want to make sure they're not furloughed. Furboled rather. And here's our transports, seeing a little bit further back. So I want to kind of close off the straits. Make sure nobody makes it through. Just waiting on the morale to come up again. Then I'll start kind of moving forward and moving aggressively. We're also raising all the levies we have. It should be about 60,000, I think it was. We also got 6 units here. Right. Trying to bring them out. But the idea here is to stop the Ottomans from actually at any point being able to bring an army to the Western Front. I'm going to start by moving across the strait here and capture these coastal areas. Then I can quite easily just blockade the straits and they won't be able to move anything through. And then it's very easy to kind of control the flow of military men to my islands and everything around here. Right, so let's get this guy across here. Same here. We did capture this fort, which was very problematic for the time. But now it will be made much easier. Seeing as we can just move straight in and start capturing the provinces next to him. There we go. So these are mainly carracks or 50 cannon ships. So it should be easy fights. Beautiful. These here, let's have a look at them. Yeah, so these are transports mainly, and I think these are carracks. Okay, pinnaces. Yeah, so whenever they are forced out, we will sink them, pretty much. It looks like they managed to raise a small levy back there, so maybe... yeah, maybe we should just capture these first. Secure the close. Okay, they do have a few minor lands. So I'm going to try and move in my raised levies to take care of like, kind of those sort of things. But the main army takes care of the proper fights. So I'm just gonna leave some people to siege here, and then we'll kind of head down the peninsula, take care of this army. Ooh, 10,000, that's quite a few. These are levies though, so that's a very different fight. Let's see. So look at the defense factor here. Yeah, I do not want to attack them here because they'll have the fort to help them out. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be able to kind of get them out of there soon enough. Alright, so then we have our men here. Start... let's muster everybody back in Lees, and then we can start moving them to the east. 30,000 men here, that's quite a big army. There we go. Alright, so I think we'll probably move the transporting fleet there to west. You can select that, please. There we go. And we just move them here to Lees. So you can split these. So these are trying to get through here, just on transport. So that's the beauty of it. You're just sitting here, you know, greeting them as they come through. They really don't stand a chance. And we'll capture like some of the transports as well, making the army or navy even more powerful. Yes, usually worth keeping a pretty close eye on these things at the start of these engagements. We also need to make sure that whatever kind of regions we do capture are captured by us rather than Hungary. That way, when the war is over, we can actually get them as a province, which is like the main goal after all. But we need to get down here as well. Okay, then we can drop here, detach a siege. Let's give them a general. Not sure we want to give the... we'll keep this one for the large army. So maybe this one's good enough. Right, let's move south and let's take care of this troop here. Now we'll just start kind of transporting them across. Let's put in those orders. Maybe we should just, yeah, we'll land them here. Then we can just walk in straight across. So that's going to take a few trips back and forth. That's perfectly fine. So we're up to 15,000 now. So they're really gathering a large troop here. A little bit worrisome. We'll keep an eye on it. Again, these are levies, so that's actually not too bad. Yeah, I forgot we grabbed this one here as well. So we do have something further inland as well. And here we have the main marketplace of Balikesir, of course. Okay, just want to make sure that we are taking control here. So this is like one thing I'm not too pleased about. It's when you do start like a transport, right, it'll take all the ships. when they do it automatically, right? Because I just want to use the transporting fleet, the one that follows afterwards, to be able to continue just barricading the straits. But it's not letting me do that. At least I don't know if there's like a good way to do it to kind of make sure only a particular fleet. So I thought it would just take the transport fleet, which I did sail all the way to the west already. So this one. But it's taking all the ships. Which will allow for these sort of shenanigans. So they can actually bring troops now from the mainland, which is not what I want at all. So I wonder if there's a way to cancel the order here somewhere. Okay, let's try it now. I'll try to force this one back. Yeah, look, it's like it's frozen in place, right? I don't know what the deal is. Now that you sail through, like, you know, and then it turns around. I really want to catch up with these here and sink them. Alright, while that is going on, let's keep an eye on these things as well. The bright side doesn't look like they have any troops coming with them, so that's good. Alright, so we'll stop this army just one region out, just to let them recover a little bit before I actually move them in. Well, here comes Georgia. They do have a bit of money, so they tend to buy some fleets. But they are a bit dangerous. So heavy ships, I'm guessing 7 carracks then. Yeah. I suppose there's a fort here now. This should be a quick one here because there's no fort. I can move off to the west and see if you can't engage that levy army. It should be a pretty one-sided fight for us, but for some reason they're holding out quite well. They have a better commander though, that's why, I guess. But they should be breaking soon. Just due to overwhelming numbers we have. Let's have a look at situation. So we got these 20,000 men here, and they're probably going for those 4,000. So we'll move them back inland here. And so these here, we should probably head back to the west then. Okay, so 1 regular regiment, the rest are just levies. So the numbers are a little bit concerning. Should possibly join the main armies together. Alright, so I can move this army up first. Make sure that's well balanced. It's not ideal. Right, so we should probably move down here then. Oh, it's being a little bit awkward selecting the units, I don't know why. Finally, there we go. If we move them down here, and do the same here, but we'll move this one up actually. So it might be a little rough fight, but hopefully we'll do okay. I don't know if this is like a new bug or something. It's just I'm clicking the flags and it really isn't responding a lot of times. Alright, but luckily Hungary is coming into the fight to join us. So we get the manpower we need. We should hopefully send them off running. Right, double the losses on the Ottoman side, so that's very good. Alright, so let's move this army across the strait now. Both of them, in fact. Yeah, I totally forgot about what was going on down here. Got distracted by the whole thing. Alright, so let's go here again. So they have the general now, so they should be able to get in there and clean these guys out. And I'll probably just go around here and split them between the different locations to slowly capture them. We have some more levies here, so that's actually quite good. We'll keep the transporting going on as well. Let's move them on to land here. I would have been really nice to clean these out, or kind of get rid of this army while I'm at it. But I guess that'll have to be done in a different fight. So what are we looking at here? This is a big one. 28 ships, 28 ships, I meant to say. Transport. So that might be a target we want to go for, actually. Alright, so these are the Hawks. Yeah, so this is the problem with the automatic transporting. It's just taking everything. He should be fighting on the front line. They should not be transporting troops currently. But they've already started, so I suppose we gotta finish it. Oh, looking here with Hungary. I'm hoping to see more troops from them coming south soon. We do have the numbers. Should really, in theory, should just be a question of time. But then again, you never truly know how these things go until, you know, it's been played out. Well, at least the warships are coming back here, so they should. If I can take like a little detour here. Luckily Hungary is stepping in. See, you should probably go here now, take the province capitals. Though I'm thinking here that maybe it's better to let the levies take care of the capturing, and I use my actual main force to engage with the enemy. That might actually be a better plan. Alright, so let's do that. Let's move in to address the large Ottoman force here. We can't have them roaming around freely. So hopefully we can engage them in a favorable terrain, like on plains or something like that. Let's go. I guess the castle here will exert some influence, which is causing us not to be able to move through until we capture it. That's a little bit troublesome, so makes it very hard to chase the enemy, and that's the case. Maybe we are indeed forced to capture these strongholds before we follow them. Right, how's that going? Slowly but steadily does it. We should be getting some of our levies now from the mainland, so that will certainly help. Maybe we can drop these off here as well, at the fort or close by. Let's have a look at these again. I think these are transports, but we might want to make sure, yes. Transport 28. Some cogs and hulks. It's a fight we should be able to win. So let's just drop off the troops and then bring the main army, or the main navy rather, up to engage. Right, so new research needed. What do we want? Should probably look at the main tree. I'm thinking it might be worth to engage a little bit more in training to do with warfare at this point. We do have quite a few at this point, but we could almost have a few more. Maybe recruitment speed might be helpful. War galleon would be nice, 70 cannon. To really give us that domination on at sea, right? This will also help with the arrival of new troops into the armies. They'll kind of go to the right sections and then supply. Yeah, even the galleons a slight upgrade, so it's 60 guns on the 50 and I think 25 to 30 on the Carrack. The real workhorse being, of course, the War Galleon. But we'll have a quick look, see if there's something else we need a bit more before we do that. Trade company might be nice. You always need a bit of gold in those coffers, right? Particularly if you know, engaging in war. I know, so let's focus on that for now, while we're fighting the Ottomans at least. So I think we should go get ourselves some proper galleons. Where was it? Or galleon, here. Alright, and then let's have a quick look here as well. Still have plenty of troops on the mainland, so we're still waiting to get them shipped over. We'll give this one our best general. I'm guessing there's probably a way to, you know, if you look at the navy here. Okay, so these are the flutes, the war galleys. So maybe there's some option here to not allow them to be used for troop transporting. So I have a dedicated fleet just for that. Looks like we lost the admiral there. We'll give it our second best man. Not an admiral, land general, but it will still be much better than not having one. Particularly seeing as there are some heavy ships floating about here. I'm really fighting my navies here. As in trying to get control of them, so... You know, because I'm having the troops automatically sent across. Maybe I just have to do it manually. Maybe that's the only way to not have the open navy. Start, you know, shipping a few men across each time. These here as well. We'll send these up here. I'm thinking, if I'm not being careful, it might end in a disaster. And we don't want that, of course. Okay, so this fleet, let's move it here and just do this manually now. As soon as we sink or chase this off, I'm gonna head up here and try to capture most of these transports. Hopefully you catch them unawares. Okay, we can just park up over here, that's fine. So we'll catch anybody trying to come in. Okay, so here is the transport fleet moving across. Right, let's move this one here now. We'll go back up here and check the situation. I really do need to own this at the end of the fight, so I think I'll have to recall some of my troops, unfortunately. Or maybe send these levies up there. It works in such a way that if I have a few troops than my ally, then the ally may take control of the region afterwards. And I need to be very careful that doesn't happen, because these are key locations I need to make sure I control at the end of the fight. Or at the end of the war. And as I'm looking at that, I'm getting attacked up here. Well, that's Hungary though. I need to bring more troops. Hungary, that is. And what's this? 3 heavies, 3 lights. Not quite sure where they came from or how they managed to sneak across. Right, we need to try to get them here to safety. And we'll let us send one of the fleets over in that case. Yeah, this one should do it. I'm not sure how they, where they come from. And how they made it across. Unless they're mercenaries, of course. No, these are standard navies, so they shouldn't have been made it through. Just trying to get them out of here. They're not navy ships and such. Just intended for transporting. Oh, it's a lot of people here. Alright, so I gotta pull back. It looks like we might have to, join our trained armies just into one unit, just to be able to take on these large forces until my levies arrive. Right, let's see. This is saying I only have 100 something men for this. I have 10,000 here. This group. We only have 1267 capable of salting. It's, yeah. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't look like that anyways. Alright, so as for these, I'll have to pull them up as well. I don't want that to get side kind of lined by like 15,000 men without having proper reinforcements. It would be a waste to lose the main army like that. Alright, so now we can bring these back out. And we can start loading these men up again. Let's see how many we can send aboard. If we grab them all in one go, that would be fantastic, of course. Alright, so now we're taking the siege. That's good. Right, so now we have all these. Let's move them across and drop them off. Let's see, by the main force. I'm gonna try to help out Hungary here, and hopefully together we can take care of this group. Just hope we don't arrive too late. I should do it, hopefully. So we are starting to get some proper numbers now over here finally. We should turn the tide. Well, I thought I captured this one already. Let's split this in half. Do the same here. Well, we'll do like a... Well, I suppose we need all these. Okay. Try to send these 970. Hopefully that'll be enough to capture the fort. We'll see soon enough. But I'll give some reinforcements here to the trained army as well. Just in case we see like a group of 15,000 or more. Would really like to see Hungary head south here rather than hang about here. Because that forces me to remain behind, just to make sure I capture it, rather than Hungary. You can send one up here, since we don't have enough to capture this region, these 53 here. That should be quickly done, and then we can just bring them all down. And we have all these islands we need to capture as well. That's, I think it's like 2 or 3 different ones, like regions, and this one as well. So it's a bit of a, you know, you gotta slowly send the troops back and forth to do all this stuff. These, where do I want these? Let's see, maybe could drop them right on Bursa. A quick look here. So these 2 forts can lock everything off. We'll go down here, we'll drop off some of the levies. Then we'll try to push north, I suppose. Now, war is expensive, of course, so we will probably have to take out a few loans just to endure this period. Our economy is quite healthy when we're not fighting, so I'm not too concerned about it. We will pay that back over like a few years, but the gain at the end of it should be substantial, so worth the pain. So finally we captured this one. Let's group these together. Then send it south. Let's see, one of these maybe. So that's the first loan, 600. We can't really push forward until the fort's captured, unfortunately, due to the zone of control. So it's a tough situation, but actually, with that in mind, maybe it's worth going around, so send the troops by Constantinople rather. So did it capture another region? Just have a look where that is. Might be one of these, yes. So I'm going to try and start capturing some of these islands now. And I'll break this off, leave the siege, and then we have one small region here as well. We should have all these little sections covered, hopefully. Another 7,000 to be transported as well. Ah, shoot. Let's see if we can send these south to attack this army here. They are in retreat, but I'm worried that they're going to retreat right into our siege. They might break that. This region is captured, so we can send this one here to merge with the other army. You have a commander, that's good. Make sure it's still ours. I wish you could just tell the Hungarians to head out from here. Leave this one to me. Awesome, so we got this one here too. Let's get across here before they arrive with the army. Otherwise we'll be attacking across the strait, and that's going to give us some hefty negative modifiers, which we don't want. Okay, so we need another commander for these men here. We'll give him Basinu. Here come the last 7,000. After that, we have everything in place, I think. So the needle is slowly moving in the direction we want it to go. Georgia is pretty large though, has a lot of money and can throw mercenaries at us to throw their weight around, so we need to be careful. Seems Hungary is taking care of the action up here. Aviano, is it? What are they called? Let's see. Yeah, the Grand Principality Heilig, that's right. Oh, fantastic. So we finally caught that. Alright, so we get one of the islands. Let's get the next one. Just kind of frog leap our way across, one island at a time. That's the transport fleet, so that's the one that should be doing this. We'll send... oh yeah, so let's see, that's the Hawks. Did I misread it? Briggs, cogs. Oh, this is one of our fighting ones. It's just we caught a few of these transports, which is what threw me off. Oh no, so let's send these up here to the strait. Try and select them. Okay, here we go. Keep him on the other side here. Another merger and a swan. I think this is one of our main armies. Yes, it is. We'll make sure we have a good commander for them if we have one available. Most of them taken, but this one's pretty good, 47. And now we can send them across to actually do some proper work. Yeah, this is probably engagement they didn't want to take. Probably an accident by their half, mistake. Balance this one. Did I merge? Is that what I did? So we are sieging the 3 of the mini forts. As soon as these are fallen, we can start pushing really aggressively inwards. So that it should fall pretty quickly, I think. So we got this island and this one. Anything else down here that we need to capture? Perhaps this one. Then there's these islands as well. It would be nice to call this all, you know, give it to the Sicilies, like my nation. So it won't be split. The only thing left is like part of Venice. But we might end up just leaving this one. We do have a lot already. We'll see, we'll see. So they are mustering some forces down here. So 8 infantry, but these are levies. These are levies as well, I think. Flintlock levies, yes. So main lights. We probably want to bring somebody down here. They're hiding out in their neighbors' land, so I don't know if we want to pay for access. I think it's probably going to be like 600 gold. But let's check it out. Access actions. Yeah, so it would be 400 just to get access to them. But I think we send a few more levies there, we can just leave it, not worry about it. Let's split off the levies from here, I suppose. Or maybe half of these. That should be enough, right? What's the professional army? This is also the professional army. I thought this was the professional one. Oh, these are all levies. Okay, in that case we just split it in half. How about these? These levies as well? Yeah, some professional. So, I suppose split it once more. Then we send 5,000 south here, and then we're pretty secure. I would not too worried after that. Like so. That way, even if they do engage, you know, they don't stand a chance pretty much. Which are the kind of odds we want, ideally. Okay, so let's move these a bit further and let's pick a good target. Let's see. It's mainly the coastal provinces I'm interested in. And I suppose these adjacent ones, but they should flip once I capture the province capitals. I suppose we could do a bit of coloring of the map, if you will. Another loan. slowly but surely does it. We can speed up a little bit now because we're in a pretty good position. Group that up. Might switch back to 2D maps after this, just for better performance. Let's see, so we got these. So, you know, the 3D map's nice to look at. I do enjoy having it, but it does can be a bit strenuous on the resources, at least on my computer. You know, which might explain maybe some of the difficulties of selecting the troops I've been having. Right, so here we got 6,000. All the way to Sweden. Interesting. Let's go for this province capital. We could capture something down here as well. Oh, indeed, we got one of the forts. And then, do we have this one already? Oh, because that looks like a province capital, so maybe that will help flip some of the regions nearby. And pausing might help as well. Oh, they went right past us. Looks like hills. So it shouldn't be too bad. Also in flatlands, wonderful. I'm trying to corner them off. It's not the 4,000 just ran past us. It should be right here. Oh, there we go. Should do it. Okay, 1 to 3 losses, that's good. Now they're heading north. They might run right into this army, and if they do, I think that's gonna kill them. Oh, they just go past. I see. Anyway, to Prince. I think I just missed that one. That's right, was distracting from the province capital. Go back here. I think I'll just grab this location and then we'll head east, and because of this army here, I don't want to get too close. Like if I go to Soma, they'll probably attack. There's probably no reason for me to put myself in that situation. Just grab this one here and then maybe capture some of the other close locations. Or go for the one of the four, some of the other province regions. So this one seems to be finished as well, so we can actually start moving about quite aggressively. Okay, we'll go here. That's another province capital at least. Fort though, so that will take a while, unfortunately. How are we doing with the Navy? What are they up to? These are transports, so we can... Yeah, I should just keep them docked. That's fine. And this one here, we'll keep them here. do you see there are some ships still trying to come through? Alright, that's a good thing. We caught 2 other ships by the looks of it. Hoping to get there in time before Hungary captures it. So they're attacking the fort, but I want the province capital. In fact, I want both. I'm gonna be greedy, I want both. So I'm gonna attach a siege, and then I will go north, take over this attack. There we go, off you go, Hungary. Okay, so I have some 3,000 running about. This one's taking forever, mind you. Good. So we're capturing the one by one. Let's make sure we select us. That makes it easier to see what we have left. I'll see how much we owe at this point. 3,000. There's a certain limit to it. It's quite a lot. Something about national annual revenue times something. I think I saw the number floating around somewhere. Got that one too. Any other province capitals? That's flipping. I will say that with the 2D map, it is easier to see the different regions. Sometimes on the 3D map, you know, it can be kind of harder to see where one region starts and ends, right? You know, particularly when there's a lot going on. So for example, now there's one region flipping, and I'm guessing it's this one. So maybe we should just kind of do a bit of walkabout and capture the other regions close to it. Okay, so we can't get here because of the zone control still. We could start here and then kind of make our way up. Oh, looks like we captured a fort here finally. That's good news. Let's make sure we have everything here as well. There's one region left, which we're still working on. What's going on here then? So Hungary sent 10,000 men to capture this tiny island. Why is that? Produces sand. That's a pretty good, well, low base value, 0.5. Maybe strategic locationing? I don't know. It's seems like a strange place to place 10,000 troops. Oh, fantastic. We finally captured the fort. Now we can move freely around this region. Here we're sending some 800 men to attack this fort. Should hopefully be enough. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they send somebody from here, but they are being besieged by 8,000 men, so maybe they can't. I'm not too concerned about if Hungary grabs these little sections here. I just want the coastal control. Starting to look pretty good. Right, we'll just kind of take one piece at a time, work our way further east. How much is there left? Let's see, it's just this one now. Managed to chase him off. Hungary, that is. So it looks like we're gonna grab this one too. We want to get some troops up here then. Onto this tiny island. These might be separate ones as well. Hope they're not gonna be coming around here. We'll see. If they do, I'll have to send somebody south to ensure we capture it. We lost. I was a little bit concerned this might happen. But that just delays our plans a little bit. Not a major setback or anything like that. Saffron, okay. Maybe we want this region after all. We're gonna flee south across the border. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna join this up again. Oh, 3,000, okay. Try to meet them up here. Can we send these off inland maybe? Go to the south, doesn't matter, just away from that army. Finally capture this, so we can go east here, attack these. Go general into this mix. Here we go. And so capture this. Glory Seeker, yes. Is that all the islands? I think it might be. Okay, then we can put all the focus inland here to the east. So good fights. All these loans are starting to stack up a little bit. This is a region we want to make sure we capture as well. That's one we have here. So let's see, where do we want to go? Suppose we could go from, you know, one little section or one location to the next one. It's a bit possible having these here at the borders to the south, just in case they move north. Probably leave these behind here, just in case they try to come in again. I could just send them in to take care of them. Just sure they're balanced. Right, I think we have it set up the way we'd like it. Let's grab this one first. Wonderful, finally captured Bursa. This has taken a while. Let's now move this on to the east as well. Grabbing all of these provinces, like here. I think it should just be a case of wiping up now. So 136 versus like 16. I don't stand much of a chance. You just gotta make sure they don't actually come in and retake these regions. Seems like they're also fighting another war to the south here. There's enough for the fort. And this has also been captured. Hey GG Crewmaster, how are you doing? Just painting the map green. Capturing the Ottomans at the moment. Alright, so I like the setup we have going here now. I'm gonna try to capture the last regions. Just turn it about entirely. So these are fleeing to the east. I'm wondering if I can capture them as they're trying to flee. Oh, brilliant. Well, it's going quite well. We're almost into the 1600s. We're switching over to Baroque music soon. So, oh, Georgia, 5th second. Yeah, so we expanded quite a bit. When I started this campaign, it was just supposed to be like a finance and diplomatic kind of game, but we allied with Hungary, and that led to one war, and then another one, and so forth. And at this point, you can see that the two Sicilies includes both Sicilies, Bulgaria, Algeria, Serbia, Greece, Athens, and now we're taking the Ottomans as well. So it's turned into a very kind of progressive war campaign. How's your game going? What kind of nation are you playing, and you know, what kind of focus do you have in that game? Yes, I'm sad to say. I'm hoping to return to my roots eventually. But it's just kind of happened this way. I'm gonna blame external circumstances rather than failing in the diplomatic choices by the nation. That's the official policy anyways. But I will say, I've been having fun painting them up. Okay, so let's see here. Trying to capture these last ones just to kind of flip the war and wrap it up hopefully soon. We do have some of these kind of smaller armies that have been fleeing into the country to the south, sorry. And I can't really chase them in there. We are gathering up massive loans during this period. We're now up to 4,000. So we have quite a naval superiority as well. So I'm very pleased with. So what nation are you playing in your campaign? Might have to send a larger army south here just to make sure the siege isn't broken. An army I'd like to keep somewhere else ideally. Okay, we'll do this. Hopefully Hungary comes in and saves the day. Good, got a bit of integration going. Should check on the rebels real quick. We have had some problems with rebels, both due to social differences and political ones. This is what happens when you expand a lot, right? I just want to make sure the largest ones don't flip on us in the middle of the war. The Royal Empire, okay. That's just one location starts with 4k pop. 15,000 great power score. How's that been going for you? Vernigi Road. I don't even know where that is. Let's see. Here? So you started with just this little province. In the middle between everybody else. Oh, that's rough. Have you managed to hold on and maybe expand a little bit? Oh, nice, yeah. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I understand from like the last patch which we're now playing on, like 1.1, that AI became much more aggressive. And particularly for smaller nations, that is much harder to just hold on. So that's why I was kind of wondering. I've not really seen the problem with it, because I did start with a somewhat larger nation, of course. And by the time the beta patch rolled out, I had already established myself as a fairly powerful nation. Awesome, so we finished integrating one of these regions. We can find this one here. Okay. Or do we have any more regions to integrate? Yes. This one here. And then we need a new cabinet member. Let's grab Ladislaw, 16 years old. Long, prosperous career ahead of him and good at warfare. We'll also ask him to integrate another province. So this is my first playthrough in this game. I did play EU for quite a bit back in the day. And so I've just been kind of discovering the game again. It's been really fun. And I've actually surpassed my Civilization 7 playtime. You know, and that game came out almost a year ago. So it's, yeah, been more my primary playtime entirely since it came out. Lots of fun. So when you play, do you set yourself a certain challenge that you're trying to overcome? Or is it just like go with the flow sort of thing? Let's see. Right, one more siege. One more loan. And it's just this region, isn't it? As far as the Ottomans goes. Alright, that's a sneaky little thing here. So we're gonna try to save this little group and replace them here. Let's see, it is a challenge, but I also always play the small nation paradox games. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that will give you a more concentrated experience, especially if you're playing something like Crusader Kings, right? We'll probably be engaging in hills, I think, here. Yeah. In forest, so that's what mine do, is it? We should hopefully have it. Yeah, -2. Do you play all of the Paradox games? Or is it like, do you have a special one that you really like? Like the most, I should say. I think I own all of them at this point. Like CK, EU, Stellaris, probably the one I have played the least. And Victoria as well. Oh, 1000 hours in both CK 2 and 3. Oh, sweet. Are there any mods I might know? Let's see, the only Paradox series I haven't played is Hearts of Iron. Oh, I own that one too. That's... yeah, I've not really gotten into that one either, to be honest. I have been trying to play as the Japanese Navy, just without the latest expansion, just to see if I like it. And it's been interesting. But I can't get over not being able to scroll the map with WASD. It's like this minor little UI things, right? But I might return to it a bit more again. It seems to be very popular. Like when I look at the Steam charts, it looks like Hearts of Iron 4 is the most played one, followed by EU5 and then CK3. And Victoria trails behind a little bit, but that's very specialized, isn't it? Let's see, CK3 is my only Paradox game, still below hour counts, will probably never change. Send him down here. Yeah, like I said, with the CK3 I have it, and I just haven't played it much. I think I played through half a campaign at some point, like England. It is, yeah, but it's a very special sort of game, isn't it? Like, it's just pure warfare, more or less. I get really sucked into all the kind of deep subsystems of EU5, for example. I just keep discovering new things and how they play together. And then it also keeps changing, right? Because of the, patches and well, possibly mobs in the future. Then we have, what's the first one coming out? The content packs. That's for the Iberian area, right? And then September we get England and France. Now I'm quite curious about that one, like the 100-Year War and all that. I think that could be quite interesting to play through. Or like the Iberian could be fun for, playing Portugal and such. And to do a bit of a foray into the west. Do a bit of buccaneering, if you will. Yeah, there's just so many options, and from what I've seen for Hearts of Iron, it seems to be mainly about just throwing stacks of units against, another stack of units, and then just keeping on top of the research. So, like I said, I haven't played it much. Let's see here. I think if we capture this region right, it's starting to look pretty good. The rest of the war score is mainly Georgia. I think after you capture this section here, I'll see if I can sue for peace and if I can grab everything I like. Question is though, is it worth pursuing, just pushing it really hard and going for 100%? And then just swallowing this huge piece of land and just integrate it into the Sicilies, blob it up. But there is a limit to how long I can keep doing this, just because of the debt that keeps adding up. Now interest is getting pretty big as well. Okay, so we finally captured this region. I'm gonna check now, just see what we can get if we sue for peace. But first things first, we do want these core regions. Make sure they belong to us. And we want to make sure we get everything around Greece as well. It's kind of looking like I might need a little bit more score. Right, we still have a little bit to work with. Fingers crossed. Alright, so these are the main objectives I have set out for. And maybe on this side as well, just to kind of connect the peninsula. Then if you can take these regions, just to control all the coastal areas, and we need to contact the trade hub as well. Alright, so we need a little bit more. If you're going to be fully greedy, I think we can probably push a bit harder. We do have a lot of ships, so we should be able to lay siege to all of these kind of forts, and I think that adds on to the war score. Maybe we can pump it up a little bit higher. Let's have a quick look at the numbers first. So we do have overwhelming forces by far. I'm mainly concerned about, how much this is going to cost us, and can we sustain these, very high interest rates we're starting to accumulate. Right, so let's see if we can find the navies here first. So, okay, so that's one of them. Let's send them to the east here, and we'll start kind of splitting them up, so we can cover all the coastal area. There's a second one up here. And we'll start that up here. Okay. Should probably give it a save. It's been a while since I saved. So do you mainly play just strategy games, or do you like other types of games like RPGs or what else, right? What else is there than strategy? See, state satisfaction. Yeah, we'll do this. Gotta keep them happy during the war period. Some fun, some more farming, that's always good. Now I'm gonna see if I can complete up to 100% without actually going to the east. I would prefer not to push into Georgia, because that could prove costly and it would also take a very long time. I think we might be able to pull it off like this. We'll split it up. We'll send these smaller forces here. Cover all the regions. We could probably split it up once more. It does, doesn't it? Like, I picked up Victoria 3 recently. It was on sale just before EU5 came out. And I really enjoy playing Victoria 2. I just love like the deep population systems and the trade system. But like you say, this game has elements from every single game. And, you know, they may not be quite as deep as in Victoria, for example, but you do get all those other elements as well, like war for, you know, massive diplomacy and nation-spanning things, which you don't have in Victoria. So it does really cover everything. So let's split this up here as well. And yeah, send him here. What do we have here? These look like galleys, so we should probably try to sink them before we split up too much. Let's see. Xanthia changes stance and debate. Okay. And then there's the thing with these games, right? They do, you know, they're a lot of fun, but they do take a lot of time. So it's very hard to split between, you know, time between them. I think particularly for EU5, right? Because that is, you know, the grandest one of all the games they released, I think. So let's split this one up here. Like I said, this is the first playthrough, and I think I'm up to... Let me see, actually. I'm kind of curious now. Up to quite a few hours. That's gonna be almost 170 hours. And that's just this one campaign, right? So it really isn't time for any other games. It's EU5 or nothing. EU5 or bust. Alright, so we can keep splitting this up. We almost have everything covered here. We can split this one as well. Now, I don't like breaking the army up in or navy into such smaller parts, just in case, like, you know, proper force shows up. But I think if you have the coastal line covered, see, things like this, right? So what are we facing here? And can we send something into aid? So I think if we sink this, that'll be it. Or let's just grab these quickly and send them down south. Hopefully that'll be it. And maybe this one. Because these are mainly heavy carracks, so 50 gunships. So whatever they have here, I think there's can be a few heavies maybe, but then mainly transports, as you can see. So this should hopefully take care of this navy, and then we can just gonna hold it out for a while and watch the war score just tick up. I see, okay, so they are here, so we do need to keep some contingents just close by. Let's move it here. And check this here. I would like a small navy here. Maybe you can split this one up here. I think that is probably the remainder of their navy. So if I can keep this engaged in this way, lock them off here, I think we should have it. Okay, let's balance this. There we go. Welcome to stream, everybody. So first playthrough here, learning as I go. We're now almost into the 1600s. We're currently engaging the Ottomans, and it's going very well. We are playing in the two Sicilies, and as you can tell, things have expanded a little bit out of control. But I'm having a blast doing it. Okay, so we can probably speed up a little bit here. We'll just keep an eye out for navies, and I'm hoping this will just take up the war score. You can tell here, like, the occupation and blockades plays into it. So if we do this, I don't think there's much they can do. I'm just wondering how fast this blockade score goes up. as we were looking at earlier, we can get most of the regions right. Most of the ones we want anyways, but I would like more. I mean greedy. I would like all the coastal regions at least. Can we hold out? That's the question. Now we accumulated quite the debt at this point. So 31 in interest. But I know from experience that while we're not at war, the economy is doing quite well. Because I have actually captured most of the large markets in the region. We own, you know, Balikesir, Terranova, Skopje, and of course Naples. All captured through warfare, and we have province control, so all goods flow through us. And we have Constantinople, which also gives us some additional funds. So anything that goes through here is tolled. So we're just gonna wait it out for a little bit, and fingers crossed this will turn the war score enough in our favor to do what we want to accomplish. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't really want to be pushing into Georgia. Not sure that's gonna be what we want to do. Alright, so let's see. Should we turn up the speed a little bit? Another loan. Watch my computer explode. We'll give it a couple of months, see if the war score goes up anymore. If not, we'll just take the land we can get at this point. Yes, it seems to be hovering around that 51% for the blockades. See if it changes now. So let's get into August and see if it goes up or not. Okay, let's go check it out. 50.76 actually went down. Okay. In this case, I think this will be the time to sue for peace and grab the regions we want, or as much as we can. It's been a very successful campaign. We've captured all of these regions that Ottomans had, all the islands, and all of this as well. They had a lot of lands in our central provinces, which we now are going to be flipping over. Oh, this actually gone up. See if we can squeeze in just one more. I think that's going to be it. Look at that. Huge gain. Massive gain. And now we can reuse all the levies we have. All 80,000. That's quite a few, isn't it? And we can now try to turn things around once more and start paying back some of these loans we have. Okay, so let's have a look at the new two cities. Look at all this beauty. All painted in wonderful blue aquash color. Alright, so first things first, we want to bring the Navy back home, of course. Oh, thank you for the follow, DG Crewmaster. I do appreciate it. Yes, let's bring everybody back here. Back to Naples. Here we go. So I went all the way to port. So do you have any thoughts on the 2D map versus the 3D map? Like, which one do you enjoy more? If you have any preference. Right, then we take all the military units as well. These are the trained ones, like the proper army. Let's get them all together. And first things first, drop all the military maintenance costs, because that's massive. Then hopefully the markets will bounce back soon enough and we'll start actually getting a bit of plus on this here. It usually hovers around 100 to 150 per month at this point. So even if we're paying a bit of interest on this, we should still be alright. So that's an interest of 40, which is a lot, right? But we should still be able to cover it. And then we can furlough the, I guess furlough is not a word, but mothball the Navy. So I'm going to be doing that as well. Let's see, maybe, yeah, let's bring them into Constantinople. Mothball them for the night. And this one here as well. We should have over here. We'll mothball that one too. So that does drop the pricing or maintenance cost by 50%, which is very big when you have a navy this size. There we go. This should hopefully do the trick. If not, we're in a spot of trouble. We might be able to sell something off, or maybe have a chance to actually get some money from one of these nations we've been buttering up for the last few years. So we'll grab them all, put them all together, and I'm going to keep them in, I think, Constantinople. I prefer that. It's a very strong fort as well. They're hitting from sight from the sea. Let's see. That's about it, right? Let's drop the food. They will have to starve for a little bit, just while we can right the ship. So let's save, seeing as it's the end of this large war. Now we're gonna entering a bit of a recovery phase. See, up to 100 plus already. Just making sure everything's ticked off that I can tick off at this point. Or Navy, Army, Stability even, and the Court. Okay, so we can do a little bit more minting. That does help, it all adds together. Alright, so I just checked the stream out and I've been streaming for a couple of hours now, and this seems to be a very good point to wrap up the stream. I'll probably do the recovery part a little bit off stream, and then stream again when we have something more interesting happening. But thanks everybody for dropping by, and I appreciate the follows, and hope to catch you on the next one. Until then, take care.